Oh my God, I can't believe I'm making a video about this team again already. Is this season over yet? Hello, citizens, and welcome back. City have been charged with more financial fair play rule violations, and yeah, it just feels like being kicked while we're down at the moment. So make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well, and let's get this video out of the way, and I'll talk about City for a week. So, City are being charged with over 100 rule violations relating to financial fair play by the Premier League. Of course, this is nothing new. There's always been allegations around City. They've always denied it. They've always defended themselves. And the Premier League are accusing of some serious things, really. I mean, they go back all the way to 2008. We're accused of lying about how much we're paying managers, how much we're paying players, sponsorship income. We're accused of not cooperating with the Premier League investigation, which I can't really see, to be honest with you, but you never know. And like I said, it's nothing new. A few years ago, we were charged by UEFA for breaking financial fair play rules. We were kicked out of the Champions League for 2 years. That was overturned by an independent commission, and we were just fined £10 million in the end. Well, this has gone to an independent commission, and they're going to be looking at the club pretty hard. City, of course, say they welcome the commission. They're ready to fight it. They're ready to open up their books. And we're just going to have to see what happens here. But if we are charged, this could be quite serious for us. Can we have points deducted? Yes. Will points be deducted for previous seasons? I don't think so. Any rule violations seem to relate to point deductions in the current season. Now, punishments can include suspending a club from playing Premier League matches. That'd be a huge one. I can't see the Premier League doing that. I guess they could give all the other teams 3 points against us, but it's a pretty serious one. Points deductions, as mentioned, and like I said, it will be for the current season, but it won't be for this season because this investigation has been going on for 4 years. It's likely to go on again for another year or two, maybe longer. So we might not see this for a few years yet. So don't expect anything this season. Recommending to the board that league matches be replayed. That'd be pretty huge, going back a few years. Recommend to the board that the league expels the respondent club. We could be kicked out of the Premier League. We've seen it with Juventus in the past when they've broken rules for cheating and things like that. But I don't think we will be kicked out of the league. I think a points deduction is more likely than that. Order compensation, again, another possibility. We could pay the Premier League a certain amount of money. They distribute among clubs, who knows. Cancel or refusal of registration of players. We've seen that with the Champions League as well, where we had our squad reduced in size. Conditional punishment. Order the club to pay costs, likely to happen, and make such orders as it thinks fit. So those are the potential outcomes of the investigation. Now, of course, we could be cleared of all these breaches as well, but 101 seems to be quite a lot. And the Premier League, like I said, they've been investigating this for years now. So it is quite serious, and they seem to think they've got something. The UEFA thought they had something as well. And let's not forget, all this goes back to a hack that someone did, and it was published in a German magazine, Der Spiel, I think it was. So it's been a bit of a nonsense, this, and I think the club are going to take quite a lot of criticism. The club are going to take a lot of hate as well by other fans, other clubs, of course, and the media are going to circle around this like vultures for quite a while. But I think the two outcomes of this that I don't like is that the players are going to get a lot of hate and a lot of unnecessary criticism, and us fans as well. We take the brunt of it. We're the ones that watch this crap team week in, week out. We're the one that's turning up at December matches in the cold and sitting there watching our team grind out a ball 1-1 draw with someone or get beat 2-1 by Brentford. And it's us that have to take flack in our everyday lives. It's not the club, really. Yeah, their reputation is going to be smeared again. Their reputation is going to be damaged once again. Will players want to go to this club knowing that points deduction could be just around the corner or kicked out of the league? I don't, there's all that as well. But as fans, we've got other fans telling us that we're, glory hunters already. They're going to say that it's undeserved. It's call us cheaters. And it doesn't even matter if we get cleared. It doesn't matter if the name is cleared. We're still going to hear that for years to come. It's probably decades to come, to be honest with you. It's always going to be blackened, this. And it's an absolute shame as well that's going to happen. And I also feel sorry for the players too, because if you look at over the years, how well the players have performed, yeah, they're crap this season. But if you look at other seasons, the Centurion season where we got 100 points, the first team to win the domestic treble, those players take a hit to their reputation as well. And they don't deserve it because, of course, if City are breaking rules and we are paying managers too much money and we're lying about sponsorship income, that doesn't affect how the players have performed on the pitch. That doesn't affect how hard Pep and his team have worked. It doesn't change any of that because those players, they get paid what they get paid, but they play as well as they play. And their hard work, their determination and dedication to the team and their fight and their hunger, they won the trophies. And unfortunately, that's going to be, it's going to be forgotten about and people are going to criticize the club and criticize the players. And unfortunately, it's just one of those things about football. So yeah, I feel sorry for the players too because they don't deserve it. And people are not going to mention how well they've done on the pitch anymore. It's going to be that they cheated their way to trophies, which isn't true for the players. And it isn't true for the management teams either. They worked hard for it. They played the most beautiful football the Premier League's ever seen. None of that matters now. So yeah, it's a frustrating day. And it does feel like City are being kicked while they're down. It does feel like the Premier League, UEFA, and the Spanish leagues are going to love this. It feels like people have an agenda against us. And it hurts. It really does. And, I've been supporting City since the 80s, of course. I've been going since the 80s. And watching this team over the years get relegated, promoted. I never thought we'd win the Premier League. I never did. I never thought I'd see us win a trophy. And watching us win the FA Cup for the first time was unbelievable under Mancini. It really was. And then watching us win the Premier League the year after. These are highs that can't be matched. And the highs that we don't forget. Will my opinion change because of what's happening right now? If these charges do stick and we are kicked out of the league or we have our points reduced or something. No, it won't. I'll still remember the highs. Does it take someone to gloss off? For me, no. For other fans, I'm sure it does. For the club, I hope it doesn't. And for the players that played in their matches and earned their medals and won us fans them trophies for the first time and gave us them memories. I hope it doesn't scar their memories either. Because I've always maintained that City are probably the best run club in the league. And I still say that now. Right now. Because I have my doubts. But there's things to be proud of too. And we're just going to have to focus on that. Because like I said, whatever happens, it's not going to be this season. It's not going to be affected. Of course, the players' minds might be affected. Maybe it's been playing on their minds for a while now. And that's why our season has dropped significantly from our first few months. Because the first few months we were flying. And then since like October, November, we've just plummeted in form. We've plummeted in determination. And everyone just looks really tired mentally, physically. Maybe this has had an effect on them because I'm sure the club spoke to them about it. I'm sure the club has mentioned it. And again, City have always maintained their innocence and they say they're surprised about these allegations and these charges. Well, we'll just have to see, won't we? And that's it. That's the video. Of course, I had to make one. I had to get it off my chest a little bit as well. And like I said, I just feel sorry for the players and the management team and us fans as well, of course, because none of it's our doing. If the club have broken any rules, that is. These players deserve all the credit they've had over the years because they have played the best football the league's ever seen. They are the best Man City team we've ever had. They're the best players we've had. They've won us the most trophies we've seen. And all that talk about City have no history. Well, we do. Unfortunately, a lot of that history is, lost to cold weather and crap football and some heartbreak. But we've created history these last 12 years or so. And I want to keep it going. I want this club to keep going. I want us to keep building what we're doing. They're building something very special here. Other teams are trying to replicate it. They've replicated the football. They've replicated the way we play. And they're trying to replicate behind the scenes as well. It's an incredible football club, this. Let's not forget that. So thanks for watching. Thanks for checking it out. Make sure to hit the like button. Hit subscribe as well. and let's just stay away from football news for a while. Let's do that.